Konnichiwa! Is there any crossover between LEGO fans and anime fans besides me and Daniel Lewa? Daniel Lewa, I'm so grateful to be joined by him today. We are covering the top 5 animes that should be adapted into LEGO sets. How has it not happened yet? I don't think we received one single anime LEGO set. Maybe you could say Avatar: The Last Airbender, even though that's American made. Couple of criteria. Naruto is not on this list. There's been a lot of LEGO ideas on ideas.com for Naruto that haven't quite made it, but I think that's been represented enough. So sure, there's potential for a Naruto set. I don't know too much about it. Daniel Lewa, why is there no crossover between the anime and the LEGO fans?
There's a lot of crossover. I think there are a lot of people in both camps who are very passionate about their certain fandoms. You know how a lot of LEGO themes have not done as well, and they're based on big movies like Avatar, The Way of Water, or other big DC Marvel movies, and the sets don't actually do well. If that's not even doing well, then LEGO's going to have a really hard time justifying within their marketing and finance department to make things or make sets or figures based off of themes that are a lot smaller. And of course, we could say some of these anime have very big followings. Are they big enough to justify being marketed throughout the entire world?
One criteria we went for this list is these are things that we could legitimately see be turned into a LEGO set. So we didn't include anything really TVMA, rated R. It had to be, okay, this could actually be a set that the LEGO company would make. So let's start with our number 5 pick. It's a little bit of a quirkier pick and maybe a little bit of a biased pick. We're talking about Mob Psycho 100, my personal favorite anime of all time. The set that we would probably want to see from this is the interior of Spirits and Such Consultation Office, which now that I'm saying it out loud, I can see why that has not become a set yet, because that is so niche and that is so zany, and there probably would not be a lot of purchases, but I would personally buy 3.
Regardless of the setting, the real benefit of doing a Mob Psycho theme would be the minifigures, because there are so many wacky, zany figures. Of course, Mob himself, Reagan, all of the... I'm spacing. What is all the villains and all the heroes that all have just the craziest outfits and hairstyles and everything, and so I think there's a lot of potential there. As far as a setting, I think probably the coolest one would just be the giant broccoli. Just have the big giant broccoli and all of the Psycho Helmet followers to go crazy.
So shout out to Buggy the Pirate King on LEGO Ideas. He made this image, these mock-ups of Mob Psycho 100, Spirits and Such Consultation Office. Definitely could use a lot more detail, but you kind of see a basic mock-up. I love having Dimple there as a teeny little floating ghost head. Number 4 pick, something Studio Ghibli related. It's been on LEGO Ideas for so long. You go on the homepage now, you can literally see, shout out to Daniel Bradley with 2 Y's for this honestly kind of beautiful looking My Neighbor Totoro mock with the cat bus in the background. This would be pretty dope. There's a lot of potential for Studio Ghibli sets.
I think between maybe one other thing on this list and this one, anything from Studio Ghibli has the most potential to get made by LEGO, just because they've been proven to be timeless and they have a much wider reach than just, especially something like Mob Psycho, as awesome as it is. Studio Ghibli movies are much wider reaching, much more casual audiences are familiar. And so I think there's much more likelihood that we would get something, maybe through ideas or something else. But Totoro would be a good one, just because it's cute and the cat bus is very iconic. There are a couple of other really good ones. For instance, the castle from Castle in the Sky would be really beautiful, and you could have the robot as well, and there are some really cool LEGO Ideas submissions based on that, such as these ones. Other ones, especially like Spirited Away, there have even been some idea submissions that have reached 10,000 and have been supporters and have been rejected, but they're really good, including the dragon and the figures and the bathhouse and everything.
Howl's Moving Castle would also be an amazing one. Shout out Eric Lego 321. He made a motorized Howl's Moving Castle, so it actually moved. Number 3 pick, cringe incoming. Oh no, cringe overload. Yes, I watched every My Hero Academia episode. I'm sorry. I did, okay? You go to any store ever, any Barnes & Noble, anything in the mall, you're going to find little My Hero Academia gotcha bags and keychains and whatnot. That's how popular the show is. There's a lot of potential. The main thing that I think they could do is the headquarters, the big H building. That's like a 4D H. Make it even a modular building. I don't know if they'd go all that budget, but minifigure potential is crazy. Especially something like My Hero Academia where it's superhero and super villain based. The minifigures would go so hard. All Might, of course, would be iconic as a minifigure. You get all your fan favorites. People would go crazy over the Deku, Bakugo.
Probably with My Hero Academia, if they're not going to do a big building because it'd be too expensive, is they just need to make little battle packs, or just sell the figures on their own, or just sell like, here's like 5 of your favorite good guy figures, 5 of your favorite bad guy. Because as with a lot of collectibles and the things you find at Hot Topic or Spencer's or whatever, people want to have something that they can identify with from the thing that they love. And in this case, if it's MHA, then they want to have on their desk or on their bookshelf that minifigure. That's why Funkos are great, because it's like the standard format. Anything from any property ever you can find in Funko. If you had a bunch of MHA figures, that'd be fantastic. And that's how you would get quote unquote normies, the people who aren't really high affinity Lego users, to go out and buy anime stuff.
My Hero Academia, we love it. Deku! Number 2 pick. It's pretty obvious we chose this one because a lot of Lego sets are already based off of this anime. It's called Gurren Lagann, and it's by Studio Trigger, the best studio ever. It's pretty obvious what they would make a set out of. Probably Gurren and Lagann. There's a bunch of mechs from the series you could choose from, and I think there is a lot of set potential.
I think it would be really cool, especially going off of one of our other videos talking about all 100 Lego mechs or whatever, is all of the crazy designs. Gurren Lagann has a very wide variety of designs, and the weapons and the drills and everything. We definitely see a very clear inspiration in modern Ninjago mechs, almost without a doubt. Many of them are inspired by Gurren Lagann. It'd be really cool, and the figure potential here is also pretty awesome.
Number 1. One Piece. Let's find the One Piece, guys. The One Piece reel. Let's find the One Piece. It's very iconic. It's basically the Simpsons or SpongeBob of Japan. It's everlasting and will never go away. The reason it gets the number 1 spot is because, first of all, the popularity, but second of all, the sets that you could create for it. The Going Merry, the minifigures, the potential there could be endless.
Yeah, this is one kind of similar to Ghibli, where it's starting to hit more of the mainstream, and it's not just the minifigures that would be awesome here. It would be a lot of the actual locations, especially the boats, the ships, and everything like that. You could even do an hour-long park. The figures are just wild. You could have big figs. You could have creature, crazy builds. I think the fact that this is now on Netflix, and you have the anime and live action, and now Netflix is going to do their own anime version. This is really kind of the peak time. If Lego wants to get on this, now would be the time to do it.
100%. I feel like it could be a entire Lego theme with its popularity. I mean, they're doing Animal Crossing, right? And I know the Animal Crossing is extremely popular, but I think One Piece is very, very popular. You could almost make an entire Lego theme out of it. The set potential is endless with One Piece. So Lego, try to tap in a little bit. I think what it comes down to is the crossover between the fans, Lego fans and anime fans, because no doubt there's popularity for One Piece. It's just, would they buy Lego sets? So yeah, these are the animes that we think would be great Lego sets. If we missed one, comment it down below of what would make a great one. There's so many animes. What is your number 1 favorite anime? What is your number 1 favorite Lego set? And 3, what videos do you want Daniel, Lewa, and I to do next? We are open to suggestions. We will rank anything. We will rate anything. Konnichiwa, arigato, and have a happy January.